Would you ever knowingly put bad gas in your car? Well, of course not, right? That would be absolutely crazy. You know, that would damage the vehicle beyond repair, and they're very expensive to replace. Nobody in their right mind would do that. So my question then becomes, why then are you putting bad gas into your own body? Short answer is there's a lot of us out there, and we are treating our car better than we are treating our own selves. Welcome to the Early Retirement Toolbox. Today we're chatting about the importance of thinking differently about your health now and in the future. You know, this is sort of a little bit of a controversial topic because we're not medical doctors. We have absolutely no medical training. And in no way are we about to imply that you should not see your doctor regularly or listen to their advice. Just the opposite. We are about to suggest that you should really start taking their advice to heart.
Well, I think that's right in the sense that obviously the medical professional has got up-to-date information, has got the experience, has probably seen it all before. So rather than do the sort of the Google search to see what's wrong with you or what might be wrong with you sometime in the future, you know, the best thing is discuss it with your medical professional, your GP or consultant, whoever that may be. You're going to get the proper advice rather than Googling to see if you maybe have this or maybe have the next thing, I guess.
You know, raise your hand silently there in your living room or your car or wherever you're watching this if you have had advice from your doctor about losing weight, managing stress, eating better, not drinking so much, sleeping better, and kind of gone quietly to yourself, yeah, right. Here's the thing. I've got a question for you. Would you ever knowingly put bad gas in your car? Well, of course not, right? That would be absolutely crazy. You know, that would damage the vehicle beyond repair, and they're very expensive to replace. Nobody in their right mind would do that. So my question then becomes, why then are you putting bad gas into your own body? Short answer is there's a lot of us out there, and we are treating our car better than we are treating our own selves.
I think the point that you made there about, you know, you go to your GP or whatever, and your GP says, you know, you need to lose some weight, or you need to exercise, or you need to eat better, sort of thing. And people do tend to become a bit blasé about that. You know, yeah, sure. But there's a point to that. First and foremost, your GP is probably doing the right thing.
Probably, absolutely.
Well, everybody's different, but probably giving you the best advice in your particular circumstance. But the blasé approach to it is that, you know, here's the deal. You've got to take ownership of your own health. Yes, by all means, listen to your GP and ideally follow his or her advice. I mean, that's obvious. But unless you take ownership yourself and do those sort of things, whether it is losing weight or whatever it may be, unless you do that, you are going to be in that sort of, you know, the blasé village where you just say, man, you know, whatever, one of these days. That's not the best approach.
Well, no, certainly not. I mean, if you're sitting there in any health-related matter and you're allowing yourself to tell yourself, it's too hard, I don't feel like it, I don't want to exercise, it's raining, I like drinking. Well, enough said. I mean, are you really going to allow yourself to be that weak? Or are you going to swallow hard and take control and say, you know what? I'm done with this. Maybe I'm never going to be a star athlete. Maybe I'm never going to be the healthiest person on the planet, but I can do better. And you know what? Today, right now, I am going to start to make a few little changes. Why is it worth doing that? Well, the better that you take care of yourself now, the better the things that you do to improve your health now, they are going to allow you to have better health in the future. There's a lot of people out there already who are living to the age of 100. And let's face it, healthcare is really expensive. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care what kind of coverage you've got. Wherever you are, it's really expensive. The cheapest form of healthcare is, guess what? Staying healthy.
Well, I think one of the issues regarding early retirement, as you refer to it, is that, if you say to people, are you thinking about early retirement? I am, yeah. Are you planning for early retirement? Yeah. Well, what are you planning? Well, they say, well, I've got my pension fund and I've got investments and I've got this. So I think I'm should be okay. But okay, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the money side of the planning. Why don't you adopt the same attitude or approach, whatever what you want to use, to your health? It's the same thing. Plan ahead for your health. If you're 40, 45, 50 and you're in good health, wonderful. But if you're going to be looking forward into your early retirement years, then yeah, by all means get the finances sorted out, get the money planned or projected, whatever it was you want. That's okay, but do the same for your health, because if you're going to live another 20, 30, 40 years after retirement, early retirement or otherwise, you probably want to be kind of healthy, perhaps, not just financially, but in the body as well.
But not just that. Let's just think about it financially. You're planning early retirement. This is your dream. You want to make it happen. And you're projecting your expenses into the future to figure out what your lifestyle is going to cost, how you're going to have enough money. Okay, well, you're projecting your healthcare cost to be a certain amount. If you allow your health to spiral out of control through your own bad habits, your healthcare cost is going to spiral out of control as well and really mess up your dream. Yes, of course, unfortunately, some of us get illnesses that are not our fault, that are not our making. And yes, they're expensive, but why not mitigate the chances of these expensive health crises coming up by taking control of your health in the first place?
Good planning, financial, good planning, health. That would help you if you are going to take early retirement, or if you're just going to wait to the traditional age. But planning, looking forward, making adjustments today, it's going to make all the difference.
Completely agree. Well, if you're still watching, we must have said something helpful. So please subscribe to our channel and we'll chat with you again soon.